and this is my learning station that I made. It is a social studies and language arts learning station based on 3rd grade standards for learning Native American culture. The students will study culture-related vocabulary and apply their knowledge from the lessons. So to create this, you're going to need 2 small Ziploc bags. So we've got those here. And you're going to need 1 large Ziploc bag. And then you're going to need 2 colors. I used yellow and brown. That's of cardstock paper. You're going to need access to a printer and a big box like this to keep it in. You're going to need glue, and then you're going to need cutouts of pictures and vocabulary definitions. So how it would work is your students would pull out their direction sheet, and they would start at the top. It says, "Let's see what you remember from our lesson on American Indian tribes. We have learned about 4 important Native American tribes: the Great Plains, the Shawnee Iroquois, the Hopi, and the Cherokee Indians. Remember what important characteristics each of these tribes valued as we discovered during your research guide. Spread out the contents of the yellow and brown cards into 2 piles." Okay, and then essentially they would just play a matching game. So the second direction is read one of the brown definition slips, find the picture that best fits that description, and match them together and set them aside. So I've done an example here for them. So for that first one, wigwams were used by the Iroquois and Shawnee Indians. They are dome-shaped and made out of wooden frames and barks. And then they would sort through these pictures until they knew what they were looking for. So they would need to identify what a wigwam was. And then they could match it and set it to the side. And then continue on until they've got them all matched. Once to do another example for you, you could choose this one and you could read, "These weapons were used by the Iroquois Indians and were prized for their versatility. Could be used in combat, hunting, or as a tool." So we would sort through our yellow cards. We've got like bow and arrows in here as a possibility. Spears, there's the bow and arrow, but that wouldn't be what it is because we would have learned that. So we know that that would be the tomahawk or the axe. They've got them all matched. Then the directions will tell them to go ahead and check the self-check sheet, which is here. And they can open it up, check their answers, make sure that they got them all right. And then they can close that back up and put that away. And then the last instruction is to shuffle up all of these cards and put them back into their correct bags for the next group of students that comes to participate in this learning station. So that's all there is to it. It's pretty easy to clean up, and I think the kids would enjoy it, and it would be a great review. Thanks.